Good morning, athletes. Got to get that hydration in. Beautiful day. So let's step outside and get down to it. You can hear my echo from my computer. I'm going to give you guys just a bit of this morning, and I'll be right with you. What's up, Sharuk? Beautifully breezy morning today. Let's see. There we go. And I'm just going to get my body going right now. New angle, yeah, definitely. Sometimes we switch it up. For a while, I was doing that angle. Hold on a sec. How was soccer practice, or football, I should say? How was football? Do-do-do. So I'm going to work with this band today. And I'm going to use this just a sidestep. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. I'm going to use that instead of the push-ups or the squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to roll straight over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if you can hear those back farts from the air sucking in that little cavity in my back. Good morning, good morning. Mr. Burns is in the chat. And we're going to give ourselves a good little pace. We're not going to run it, but we'll stay on it. So these bands are good. The hip flexor, abductors. There's not much I can do. Well, for the adductors, I might be able to squeeze like a soft ball that would be like the same size, something that's going to give me resistance pushing my knees together. But right now, we'll work with what we got, the simple things. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Gives me a little bit more motion. Feels like it's like a bit of a combo between a jumping jack and a squat, as long as I keep myself down low enough. Night football practice, nice. As long as I keep myself low enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll keep this just enough, keep going. At 20, nice. And this can actually be done. I mentioned a jumping jack, but it can actually be done like one just by here. It's the same thing as here. It's just we're doing both at the same time instead of step side, step side. So maybe we'll mix that up after number 5, but I want to make sure I'm stepping. It's also giving me a little bit of coordination to step with here and press this hand up. Okay, so it turns into what would be, if I'm instead of stepping sideways, bringing this knee up, it's running. It's just a little bit more off to the side, but it's also good in self-defense. Also, you step in, block. So it's always a coordination of like the opposite arm, opposite foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And sometimes you might have just regular bands that don't complete like a circle. I've tied those in a knot before and gone through something like this. So it's easily doable, very doable. So this will be 4. We're going into and again, as long as I'm kind of keeping here, I don't want to be completely upright. I do want to have some bend in it. Your athletic stance. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. And if you can just get smooth enough with it, it's like ice skating almost, or roller skating. Nice work. Mr. Burns is at 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are approaching halfway. Day 1, 129. What an accomplishment. Day 129. Mr. Burns has been on the squats for quite some time, and then he got to the push-ups. Again, he was recovering from some stuff. I started off with a lot of push-ups, recovering from a leg injury, so we're kind of coming to this good place where we're doing full body stuff, or at least something for upper and lower. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway there. Halfway. No, only for your message. No reply for your message. Hey, what's up, Rory? Rory, haven't seen you for a minute. How have things been? I think it's the same Rory from New Zealand. So I'm going to change up these last 5, at least for the lower body. I'm going to go more of a high knee here. Beautiful morning out. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Work a little bit more of this hip area. I got some good on the side, so I just want to make sure I'm being complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'll switch these up as well. Just a nice dead cockroach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're still at the crux of everything, which is the push-ups, but we're still getting some leg work in as well. We'll get to it, and this can be done in a variety of ways. So I can just put one foot up and just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can definitely do it that way with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, you see the opposite arm, opposite leg motion. So when this one's back, this one's up. So here we go. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Nice job, Mr. Burns. Nice job. I'm going on to 80. Sharuk says hi. One, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Feeling good, feeling good. We're clipping at a good pace too. Rory says, nice to hear from you, Nathaniel. Tony, what's up? Hope everyone been doing them push-ups. Absolutely, Rory. Hopefully all is well, brother. Haven't seen you for a minute, but hope all is well with you and the family. Hope you're still going on the walks and getting the push-ups in and everything. Tony Daniel, hey Savalo, the animal. Let's go. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Normally with the steps that I'm doing now, I would have a band that attaches at the ankles, but this is versatile enough to do it, so that's what we're going to do. Get this knocked down in a very brief amount of time. We're looking at under 20 minutes. Mr. Burns got his done probably even less than that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You can see it rode up on me a little bit. It's about the only issue, but still not bad. Still works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be 100 push-ups with that mix of legs, more specifically at the hip area. But that was the goal. That was the goal. We got it in. And sometimes a little bit of change never hurts. Roy says the wife and I just had a baby, so been very, very busy. Always doing push-ups every night. It's turned into a habit for us now. That's fantastic, man. Congratulations on the family addition. I'm sure that is a lot to celebrate, but it's a lot going on as well. Completely understand. And thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. You don't have to share for sure. Mr. Burns says about 15 minutes, 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 jumping jacks. Salute. Very nice. Very nice. All right, Mr. Burns is going podcast mode. We appreciate that. Every bit helps, all the support. So we got those 100 down. And I'm thinking of just a little bit on the back. Just a little bit. I say just a little bit, but then I'm looking at pull-ups. I don't know if 4 sets is going to finish me off or not, but I think I may actually just go with these rows. So let me get at least 100 on here. I'm not doing anything crazy. I just want to be able to get a little extra in, because I know I definitely have not been doing as much back, because I haven't been to the gym, and it's probably going on a few weeks now, few weeks now. The last time I was there was when the guy complained about me going live, and I can't remember when that was, but I mean, he's not the issue. It's just scheduling, timing, things like that, and prioritization. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we'll just keep it simple, something like that. Hey, good morning, Jennifer. John, good morning, good morning. John got 50 burpees, 100 push-ups, and dumbbell squats. Burpees in the field, eating dirt for impact. Let's go. Nice job. That is fantastic. Jen, are you just up and at it? Rory is in the building, guys. And if you didn't see in the chat above, Rory has still been on his push-ups, but he just had a baby. So congrats to him and his family. That is beautiful. Beautiful news. Beautiful news. John, what is going on in the field today? I've been chasing the stubborn pup per usual. It's at 5. Nice. Nice, nice. So you got a little cardio in. Sounds like you're on the same dog chasing plan that John has often. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Hey, what's up, Reluctant? How are you? We got water today and bat guano. Nice. How does that affect the crops? Jennifer's chasing her puppy uphill. John's been chasing 11 Great Dane pups. Sold 3. Nice. Congratulations. Nice job. Putting them in good homes. Reluctant. I'm good, bro. Just eating my fruits, then gonna do home workouts. There you go. Nitrogen back guano is for foliage. Excellent. Okay. Jen, do you ever go out to your hill and just run it? Grows the plant strong. Nice. Nice. Aoife was telling me on one of her excursions out with her friend, a bat pooped on her friend. All I could think of is, wonder if that's a good thing. Wonder if there's good luck in that. Phosphorus when you flower. I did not know that, but I mean, there's nature for you. There's nature for you. Everything helps everything, or there's a reason for it. Not run, but a swift walk. Hey, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. That is nature's stair climber. That is the original stairmaster. Let me add a little bit to this. So I'm only at like 115 pounds, but with these, I don't have the ability to kind of strap myself in. So it's different, but I like the challenge of pulling down without having something fastening me to an anchored position. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. John's covered in it. The baguano. Good luck. Then you're talking to Mr. Lucky here. Yeah, I didn't know. I've heard different things about different things in regards to animals, and I think it's if a baby pees on you, it's good luck. So all sorts of wives' tales and stuff like that, urban legends or whatever you want to call them, myths. So do you, where do you get that? Do you get like a shipment of bat guano to spread just like other fertilizer? Because I don't think I've heard you're farming bats as well, but at this point it may not surprise me. Have I ever taken creatine? Years ago, and then here's the thing. I just bought some the other day. And I forgot to take it this morning. I think I read on the thing you're supposed to take it like an hour before working out or something like that. So if you guys have any insight on that, definitely let me know. Definitely let me know. I'm a newbie when it comes to supplements and times and all that stuff. Just somebody who just likes to come out and exercise. So I never got into like the science of what to take. Yeah, 1 hour before workout. And I really wanted it more for what I hear is good brain function, helping the brain. That was my reasoning for saying, okay, I'll go down this path again. So I guess I'll have to try tomorrow. I might start taking. Bro, I heard it's very beneficial. Yeah, we did this. We had this chat before on a different live. I went and sat down, researched the benefits and all that. Creatine timing matters less than consistency. There you go. So Mr. Burns in the chat and podcast mode, sure from across the room getting ready for his day. That ear heard it. It's like, let me jump into this. Same, bro. I want that energy boost around. Body helps water through body, etc. Yeah, so I have to get. It's weird. It's going to be tough because an hour before, I don't do. I'm up maybe 15 minutes before we start this, so I'm gonna have to figure out something. Gonna have to figure something out. Let me get to this last set, because if it's not going to be beneficial in that sense, where if it's not circulating through the body or helping the brain, then I don't want to just be taking something just for the sake of taking it. Oh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boost muscle growth. Yeah, I think I just really, I like what I was hearing about brain function, things like that. So if muscle growth is a part of it, that would be great. But I'd rather my primary benefit be brain function. We'll do a few curls as well. Since we're out here, got a little back to go with the bicep. Yeah, brain function for sure. Three, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Take it tomorrow, then go live and show us if it helps. Yeah, it's always going to be an issue for timing because I know I won't get up at like 4 a.m. to take it just to be ready by 5:15. That's going to be my biggest detractor. And then in the evenings, getting off later, I could certainly do some in the evening, but then that means prepping it to take it at work. And I often don't know from day to day when I'm getting off. So it's tough. But it's a challenge, what it is. It's not an excuse not to do it. It's just, it becomes a challenge. No, absolutely. But it's also one of those things I won't do. I would have to reschedule myself to get up a whole hour ahead of time. And 5 comes early some days as it is. So 4 would be even harder. So I'll have to figure it out. But no, I definitely understand it's not a one-day thing. So I've heard different things from different people in this chat. Timing is not crucial. Wait a minute. Okay, maybe I misread on the last one. It said timing matters less than consistency. So, Mr. Burns, timing is not crucial, or it is crucial? Well, timing is not crucial. Consistency is what it is. So, is it consistently taking it at the same time, or just making sure you're taking it every day? And reluctant. This is my training. That's the thing. So, my training is what you're seeing. So I don't get to like go and do like something else. This is it. So I've been really off of. I've been out of that gym for the past few weeks, just off of timing and stuff like that. So it's hard. but we're making the most of it. That is Mr. Burns. Yep, in the chat. Yeah, I've never taken CMOS. I'm sure Mr. Burns probably has. Consistency meaning regularly, daily. Got you. So it doesn't have to be an hour before the workout. Can it be taken post-workout, or is it just that it's best used beforehand? Got it. Got it. Well, that changes things then. That definitely makes a difference in what we're talking about. Because I definitely wouldn't want to just ingest something beforehand, or at all, if it's not going to have the benefit. Like if it needs to be used in a specific order, um, then I would definitely just say, well, here you go, Mr. Burns, here's some creatine, because it's not going to hit me. Whereas Mr. Burns has his hot yoga classes, and he's got some other things that he does throughout the day. So it would benefit him more to be able to do that. Today's creatine dose will not boost your workout today. That's not how it works. It should never be how anything works. If you're not getting it over time, I don't know the thing that creates an instant change in somebody's physical ability. I don't know, and I don't want to know it, because that's the challenge. That's the process of mind, body, and soul, is being able to sustain crafting yourself or a skill or something, and you get better over time. That's how you do it. If you just boom can do it now, everybody would do it, and then your work wouldn't be as valued. So I definitely don't want a now sort of result. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10. One more set, and then we're going to call it a wrap. What is up, Abdul? Hey, brother, what's going on? Reluctant. He goes live almost every day. What's up, Lindsay? Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Abdul. How are things on your end? How is your workout? How are things down under, my brother? Lindsay, how are you today? How have your workouts been? Did you get them finished up? I believe there was you had to jump off and take care of some stuff. Nathaniel J Burns says, fire brain function, you likely want to take more than the recommended dose. Ooh, okay. All right. I can't remember who we were chatting with the last time, but the topic came up of, how much to take. Some people were starting at like 2.5, others were at 5 when we're talking about dosage and stuff like that. So, good, brother. Great workout. Cold, though. I keep forgetting it is winter. It's winter where you're at. What's your degrees in Fahrenheit? Harder waking up, yeah. Lindsay says I had gotten
mine in, but barely. Today I'm going to go hard though. Hey, that is that's a tough grind on both ends, whether you barely get it in or whether it's cold. Uh, Cold is definitely a different set of challenges. Definitely, definitely. Heat can be its own animal, but cold is special. It takes the body a longer time to warm up. You come out of a warm house, warm bed, not really, feeling it, but once you get going, once you get going. Mr. Burns says regarding muscle growth, take it over time. You carry a bit more power in your muscles so you can rock out a couple more reps per set. Reluctant, I'm doing the same. Curls you're doing, it's a good workout. It's 11 degrees where in Australia. Wow. I think there's some misnomers about certain climates that don't get that cold. We have that in the desert as well. I think I'm only on 25 pounds on those curls. I'm not sure what you are at, Reluctant, but as long as we're getting them in, right? Extra reps can lead to larger muscles. There we go. Yay, abs. We're Nathaniel not joking today. He's here in the chat. A good muscle recover after workout snack. Oh, it said joining. No, he's joining. He's in the chat. Reluctant. 20 pounds also. Nice. There we go. You don't have to lift the gym. You don't have to lift the gym. Post-recovery, I've heard walnuts aren't a bad post-recovery or post-workout sort of snack. Of course, people say the protein shake, stuff like that. Costume, how are you? How are you? Yeah, the premise of having to lift a certain amount. I've had people say things about, oh, you're lifting baby weights or girl weights, things like that. It's like, I know some strong babies and strong girls, so let's not make this a gender or age or something. Weights are weights. Weights are weights. And the last thing we want to get sucked into is ego lifting. He's here. He's in the chat. Reluctant is going to start taking creatine on Monday. Nice. Nice. Have you purchased and you're just kind of waiting on it, or you're going to go out and get some? There you go. Lindsay with the news. He had an early job. No live. There you go. So I'm sure he's getting himself ready as we speak. I'm going to up mine just a little bit. And go more of a hammer curl. Costa, what was the PR? What was the PR and what was the lift? Nice job, congratulations, or whatever it was. Reluctant, gonna get some. I got A good local store. Nice. Excellent. Deadlift 185. Congratulations. Nice job. Nice job. Deadlift is not a simple lift. Not a simple lift at all. Requires a lot of explosive strength and good form. You definitely want that good form. And I'm not adverse or versed with it. So shout out for that. That is fantastic. Most of my leg stuff has always been revolved around the actual like doing of things. I'm going to start the gym Monday also. Nice. 1 hour day at the gym, then do home workouts. Nice. Does my man Jacob come through to the live often? Jacob will just come through and say hello, and then he just kind of pops off. Same with Kurt. We haven't heard from Bella. Some of the younger athletes haven't heard from. Joy in Namibia. She went on a long trip, and then she came back, popped on, and then said she had to go clean the house. So some of the younger ones we haven't heard from lately. Reluctant, I am so pleased to hear that you're going to the gym. Not because you're not doing things at home, but just, hey, why not? Why not expand out, explore, figure out what is going to work for you, things like that. So if you're feeling good enough to get out there, get out there. I'm only doing home workouts at the men's, just focusing on my eating also. Health is wealth. Absolutely. I do take protein shakes. I will have that after working out. I had one yesterday. What did I have? Strawberries, banana, blueberries, broccoli, kale, and some protein. Reluctant says, I'm going to hit the sauna at the gym for 15 minutes. Yes, get that sweat. Get a good amount of that water in and just get that sweat. Clear yourself out. Clear yourself out. I love that good sweat. What's up, Sharuk? Exactly. Clear yourself out. I look at it as kind of like a detox of sorts. Nathaniel J Burns is feeding the kitty. What are those I'm curling with? These are power blocks. Get your sweat on for sure. Boom. So you see these different ridges right here will represent different weights. So I can pull like this slot out. I'll come to this side. I can pull that out, and it's going to give me different weights. Different weights. So you have the ability to have, I think it's like 5 to 50 pound dumbbells all in the same spot. So it's really helpful that you don't have to have like a bunch of different dumbbells. It's a good space saver. They're very versatile. And you can get like smaller ones as well. I think that it goes up to 25 pounds. Reluctant says, yes, bro, I need a good detox. Been consuming nicotine and THC for the past 9 years. I've stopped 1 month ago. I re-woke up. Nice job. I'm making serious changes. Yes, abs. Don't buy a whole dumbbell set. If you can find some power blocks, I highly recommend those. Highly recommend those. Mr. Burns has some too. I know you guys have seen him when he's got them out in the street. I had some athletes chip in. They gifted those to me years ago. Athletes that I trained. It was super cool gift. Super cool gift. That and Bob. And so that was fantastic. Nope. Never go back to power blocks. Okay, I got you. Yep. Sharuk, no worries. Kostov, you can just Google power blocks. Just Google that. It is very cool equipment. They're very versatile. You can do anything you can do a dumbbell with. You can squat with them. You can curl. You can do shoulders. All sorts of stuff. So I love it. I absolutely love it. Let me give you guys. I've got the weights that I want set. but I will show you again kind of how it works. So the colors are different weights. And so you just take this out and I can slide it into a different slot so my weight increases. So I'm going to pull from the red all the way up. If I go here, I can even just take it out and just have the handle. So it's all different weights. But see, it comes on its own stand. Look, it's taking up no room at all when it comes to that sort of stuff. So uh, highly recommend them. Highly recommend them. Sharuk, he has work and he's feeding his cats right now. Yeah, reluctant for especially for home workouts and things like that. I think that's it really saves a lot of space. So for people who don't have a lot of room, or even if you do and you just don't want to fill it with stuff, it's perfect. It's kind of like having a treadmill that folds away. You can stand it up against the wall, maximizing your workout space. So even if you're not always doing that, you have the room to do something else in that space. It's not just spoken for. You're absolutely welcome, Lindsay. And yes, that was so cool that they had helped put that together. How much do you pay for the power blocks? It costs over 150 pounds in the UK. Excellent investment. Mr. Burns has 25s and 50s. Again, I don't know because these were gifted to me. My team bought those for me, so I couldn't tell you how much they cost. I just graciously said, "Okay, I got them," and I've had these things for maybe 15 years. These are old. Same thing with Bob. Bob is cruising towards retirement age. He's going to collect a pension before I do for all his work. Oh.
Shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're much cheaper than buying 20 different dumbbells. Yep. Lindsay said, "Congratulations to Bob." Absolutely, that man has put his time in. He has put his time in. We're gonna hang him in the rafters when it's all said and done. He's provided a lot of excellent stuff. Roy says it's cheaper than buying 20 different dumbbells. Yeah, man. Please, guys, if you can get them, look into it. I don't know if it would cost a ton to ship them someplace, but I still think like if you can justify the cost up front, even for having something like that shipped, over time, it would still be cheaper than buying a bunch of dumbbells. And again, they will serve well. And when it's only just like you or a partner, you're not doing it in a full gym. And let me tell you, if I owned a gym, I would have like 10 sets of power blocks. And again, save space. So that way, that person using that, plop, plop, they'll have usage of that at that moment. That's what I would do. What will you do in your free time? Which free time? Shoot, yeah. And they are solid. 15 years, absolutely. And the other thing I was going to say is, you see, they're outside. I do put a cover over them just so they're not weather beaten, like the rain and the sun doesn't beat them. What's up, Kurt? But they have never been like indoor weights. They have always been outdoor. They were in the proving grounds, which was my bigger backyard. They were in the dungeon, which was just my garage, which is an absolute hot box. So the only thing I've done is protect them from direct elements, and they've stayed pretty solid. So I've never had any sort of like mechanical issues or anything else. Lindsay says, "Get ripped." Kurt says, "Is someone trying to get ripped?" Sharuk, which free time are we talking about? I need to do a little bit more in my free time. Reluctant, you have a protein shake before workout and after? No, just after. just after. Before my workout, I am just on whatever I have. Now, if I had the chance to work out during the day, I might eat a little something beforehand. But for what you see here in the lives, I'm getting up, I'm having some water, and then I'm getting to it. It's not just no, it's not just you, Lindsay. We're all trying to get ripped here. We're gonna have a rip off. We're all get ripped. And you know what? From this consistency, I it's not anything that I always try to tell people to do, but a pre challenge sort of, or pre undertaking picture is always a good thing. To look at and say, oh wow, I can see shoulder development. I can see a little bit more of my pecs or whatever. And to Lindsay's point she shared yesterday, just somebody saying, I can just tell through your confidence, your posture, your energy. Those are intangible metrics that are super important to be able to measure our successes by, our progress by. So I love to hear that sort of stuff, and I love to hear that like Rory pops up, drops this baby news on us, but then also says, hey, still been doing the push-ups. That's fantastic. Kurt says, I know a good way to get ripped. Uh-oh. Lindsay says share. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Drum roll. Costa, how much protein do I try hitting daily? I have like a scoop, whatever that is. I have a scoop, and that's it. And it's in a huge old shake too. Um, so my shake is the full blender. That's my one thing. And then I put like a scoop in. I could probably do 2 scoops for that amount, but I just do one. I'm like at a point where I just want to be functional, just enjoy what I'm doing, but without it being where I got to do all these measurements and all these other things. I just want to be kind of at my best. Sprint and run, drink only water for a few days. Yeah, yeah, put up the syringe. That's okay. That's okay. Uh, John says newts, plenty of newts. John says B. Um, you know, and just ripped. Ripped is definitely one of those things. Sometimes it's going to be overrated. Like, and I was just watching something. I forgot what the guy said. It was something on functional training. John says you have to eat. Would you ever consider steroids, say 10 years from now? Nah. By steroids, I mean TRT. Not if I don't have to. If I can go out. Kurt has a great point. If you can go out and sprint, if you can do some really intense things, it's like deadlifts. All those things will help a testosterone boost. So unless you just stop doing things and you fall off, but then again, you might be the easiest candidate just to go out and work hard and regain some of that. But unless mine just fell off the table and I'm really, really suffering, but I feel good right now. Felt the same way with trying cannabis, just for CBD benefits and things like that. I've never smoked a day in my life, never tried it. But then I got to a point, it's like, hey, would it help recovery? Would it help me loosen up? Would it help things in life? But I have to work on those first, and then if there is no other recourse, then maybe you look at something like that. But I don't want to just run to it just because. So no, I don't feel the need to. And steroids would have been something that I would have done like as a much younger man, when football was on the table, when I thought that I had a better shot, in sports and things like that. But even then, I was very confident in my ability without. Sharuk says, "Have you finished your workout?" I got the crux of it. The reason why we're here. I got the 100 push-ups, guys. I did, instead of the squats, I used the band. So I will go back over that. Um, I will go back over that. There are plenty of supplements that don't require a needle, and foods that amp the test. Yes. So instead of doing the squats today, let me see. I'm going to have to prop this up again. I used this band. So for my first 5 sets, along with the push-ups, I guess you can call them speed skaters. But just got it up here, sat my butt down, and just took these side steps, hitting the adductor, the glutes. I mean, there's balance in this, a little push up with the calves, sitting my butt down, going opposite arm, opposite leg. So this will ultimately look like this. So it helps with the running. It also, I mentioned that with martial arts, this sort of thing would definitely help. So there's a dynamic of opposite arm, opposite leg. That was my first 5 sets along with the push-ups. And then I went to just the knee lifts. And again, here's your opposite arm, opposite leg lift. So then I went 10s on those, 10 each leg, push-ups, did a little bit of abs with it. So that's kind of a quick recap what I was doing. And something just a little bit different from the squats, which have been fantastic. Lindsay says, I've been focused on weight loss and muscle recovery. Diet-wise, I've been doing great, but I think I should reconsider with my main goal is, thank you, John. What was the main goal? The main goal has just been weight loss. Was that the initial for you, Lindsay? John is absolutely right. Plenty of things that don't require needles, and I don't think a lot of people truly understand the usage of like PEDs at that level. That there's something you got to take to get off of them as well. You don't just stop. Like, so a lot of people mess themselves up without a full amount of knowledge, and just listening to gym bros and stuff like that, it's not always where it's at. What's up, Julian? What's going on? Originally, you wanted to drop some pounds. Now I want a beast. Okay. Yes, absolutely. There's a lot to be said, like in that functional stuff, in that functional training. Roy says, I love the confidence boost you get after a good workout or after seeing progress. Makes you want to work out some more. Absolutely. That's your greatest supplement. I always say, just your own, it's ego. Like, take a dose of your own dopamine. Like, do that, because that will drive you much further. I've seen lazy people on steroids. They will not do the work for you. And I don't even admonish people who take them, because if you're taking them and doing the work, then I get it. But a lot of people take and expect like this magical result, and that's not how it works. Lindsay, your story sounds much like Aoife's mother, Aoife and Kiddo's mother. Push-up boards, look, I'm all for, anything that's going to help somebody discover something or challenge themselves in a different way. Kurt, I wish I was a little obese for a month or two, then cut down, then muscle mass be bigger. I need to bulk. We've already talked about bulking at that age and stuff like that. I don't think I would recommend speeding up your growth process, but you're gonna go with that, man. Lindsay, thank you, Reluctant. Lindsay, my girl's mother, she at first wanted to just lose weight, and she would go out when I was training people at the field. She would come out and just run laps and laps and laps and laps around us, and she lost a bunch of weight. But she didn't really, like, when she started to join with Impact, then that beast mode came out, and that was when you saw she put more weight on, but it was very controlled. It was very muscular. It was not like crazy bodybuilder ripped, but you could tell she was at her best. She was in the military, and I'm gonna take the credit to say that she did the work, but doing those things helped save her career and prolong it and get her promoted, because she was struggling because she didn't know how to train properly. And military is functional training. You're running, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups. You got to do all these things. It's not just running. So if you don't build yourself up as a whole unit, it's hard. And that's where she was struggling. And finally, when she came out, then the rest is history. Roy says, best steroid is calling into the stream every morning and getting your daily dose of motivation. Absolutely. Shrug says, I have practice match at 8. Have to go now. Goodbye. Hey, best of luck to you. May your cleats not untie, and may your kicks be strong. I'm not sure. How do you wish somebody well in football? Just have fun. Have fun. Lindsay says, that's cool as all get out. I didn't know any of that. Our first workout for cross country was today. Nice job, Kurt. Yeah, Lindsay, there are some videos you will see. Guys, I'm posting a ton of like retro stuff, as Lindsay says, vintage impact, or you'll see it hashtag that and classic impact as well. I'm putting out a lot of older videos. You're going to see some of Kiddo, which is my oldest daughter. You're going to see some of her stuff. Workouts. You're going to see a lot of older athletes from 2009, 2010. I'm breaking some of that stuff out. They're going to be premiere videos, and there's ones that you can watch, and I'll go live with you, and we can chat at the same time. So keep an eye out for stuff like that. But I say all that to say is you're going to see a different level of the training. You're going to see different faces, but you're going to see who I'm talking about. You're going to see Serene. Who I'm talking about. And so those workouts were fantastic, and it's cool to see people be able to do that. Rory says the burpee pull-ups, pretty good idea. Oh, do you see that one? Nice, nice. And like I'm saying, I don't claim to have invented it, but I know I hadn't seen it before. Gravity Core in the house. How are you, Mark and Miss Joe? Gravity Core guys, love to have them in the chat. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to have them. Lindsay said, shameless Kurt, your fellow athletes need you. Vintage Impact, all right. Checking the page as much as I can. I'm going to ask Gravity Core because Mark has been in this fitness game for a while. Mark, when was the first year that you saw the burpee pull-up? Do you recall when you first saw the burpee pull-up? I put out a video showing that in 2009, I said I had invented it, only for me, not because other people hadn't been doing it. But I'm trying to think, when was the first time you saw it? And I'm sure it's been around for eons, but I'm trying to just get a grasp on a historical perspective. Julian says, over time, I got them to go to the doctor, and they mad at the doctor because he said their blood work wasn't looking good. Yeah, you got to get your blood right. Mr. Burns says, what's up, Mark? Julian, keep pushing, folks. Keep pushing, folks. Lipemic blood is not good. When you hear about putting sand in your gas tank, that's what lipemic blood is like. When you got too much fat and greasy things in your diet, it will come out in your blood, and your blood will appear like milky. Not good. Not good. So definitely tell them. Gravity says, we are good, and thank you always in welcoming channel. Me personally, you've never seen it. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's just getting under a bar, doing your burpee, jumping up, grabbing the bar, and then pulling yourself up, let yourself down, back up, so forth and so on. Yeah, that was an old school thing that I would do. That burpee box hops was another one. And I didn't realize, I didn't think I was reinventing the wheel. I just knew it was something that my mind was just going crazy with what next can I do? So fantastic. Mr. Burns says, got his smoothie in hand, no sand in the gas tank. Gravity says, hey, Nathaniel, how are you, brothers? Yes, sir, I've seen it on Brawley Gaines' channel. Okay. And I'm going to keep picking your brain, Mr. Mark. What are your thoughts on the power blocks? These things right here. Do you have a set? Ever used them? Recommend them? Let me just turn my camera around. I was being lazy. Mine are a bit weathered. Lindsay says I gotta go. Get my work in, freaking my athletes. Nice. Lindsay is going to train other folks. I mean, when you are spreading that sort of love, absolutely. It was from taking PEDs. Only a few of my buddies was taking. Yeah, stay out of areas if you're not knowledgeable about them, for sure. Have an awesome day. The Say-In Challenge. Ooh, that sounds great. Reluctant. How much? Most pounds is that? Gravity says I've used them. They're great, but I find them bulky. Is that like around the wrist where you stick your hands in? I could understand that. Um, the most on that is those go up to 50s. So you can go from, I believe, like 5 all the way to 50 just with all those slats. And then I think you can also put an extender on it where you can get more weight out of it too. I believe I saw something, these are super old. I believe I've seen where you can attach a bar as well, so you can do curls or squats, all sorts of stuff. Okay, yeah, I get that as well. If you're definitely used to like dumbbells, that was one of the things that took some getting used to. Expansion pack gets to 90. Thank you, Mr. Burns. Absolutely. Julian says I've been cutting trees the last few days. That's a workout in itself. Let's not kid ourselves. That is the P90X of yard work. That's a lot of shoulders, a lot of core, a lot of bending, a lot of back sort of stuff, and grip. Grip is definitely the one. And blocks, is it like 50 pounds? Yep, they go up to 50 pounds reluctant. Definitely, definitely. They do, they do. So we've had a fantastic day today, and we've had some good talk too, as far as creatine, um, just extra supplements, all sorts of stuff. And again, when you have somebody as knowledgeable as Mark at Gravity Core Fitness, guys, please check him out. He was gracious enough to leave a post on his channel to our link, a live link, I believe, last week. So we really appreciate that. He's very, very gracious with his platform and his supporters, and guiding them this direction as well. So we appreciate that. Um, but I did want to ask Gravity about creatine usage as well, and his thoughts on that. And do you have anything coming up? Is any lives coming up? I know you have some classes, but are you going live with anything? And they have some great stuff as well when it just comes to sitting, chatting, talking wellness. Good stuff all the way around. Very good energy. So please check them out. Jennifer, you have an amazing day. Thank you so much. We always appreciate you being here. And I want to hear more about that hill. I want to definitely hear more about that hill, having to chase a dog up the hill. That's fantastic. Great warm up. Great warm up. You might just have to start letting the dog out and, yeah, chase it around for a little bit. Julian, you're climbing up to the top too. There's not like a not like a cherry pick. Are you just doing it on a ladder? Man, that is old school, full body workout. Hats off to you. Hats off to you for that. That's an amazing thing. Just shared your stream, guys. Got to shoot. Stay active, guys. Great work. Hey, have a fantastic day. Much love to you, Mr. Mark and Miss Joe. Gravity Core Fitness, guys. Thank you so much. Be sure to check them out. Be sure to check them out. Go show them your support. You see, they're showing us, and so we want to make sure our energies are reciprocal when we're getting to that. Yes. Mr. Burns says, peace, Mark. Love it, love it. This has been really nice. We had Kurt jump in. We really hadn't seen or heard from Kurt much, but Kurt, yeah, I didn't want to gloss over that. What happened that you didn't go to practice? If you're still in the chat, Rory, it was great having you back in, man. That's been so cool, and to have that sort of news with an addition to your family, definitely, it makes me smile. Makes me smile. That is fantastic. Of course, Jennifer Lindsay, Mr. Burns was in the chat, reluctant in the chat. Like, we've had so much good energy on this one, and I know everybody's concerned about the screen is not split and that there's not a man to that side sharing the screen time, but never worry. We got this. Everything happens for a reason, and we will we'll keep it going. Like, we're going to keep it going, but a lot of times we have to shift our lives. If these were, like Mr. Burns pointed it out, this is not our full-time job. If it was, it'd be vastly different, but we still have obligations to do other things as well, and so that makes it a little difficult at times, but we keep it juggling. As the late Kevin Samuel said, you build it as you fly, and that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So, they're too big to drop them where they are. Yeah, I saw a video of two guys cutting down a tree. This tree was massive. I don't even know why they're cutting it down, but that's not my business. But they ended up dropping. It had to have been about 100-year-old tree onto the people's house. They were trying to cut that wedge in it so it would fall away from the house, but it didn't. It fell the other direction, and that was a problem. Mr. Burns says, HWPO, I'm on to the gig. Have an amazing day, y'all. Guys, wish Mr. Burns a great day, and congratulations for, again, booking work. It's not easy. It's not easy all the time. Gig work is not easy to always come by, and a lot of it is based off your reputation, your work ethic, and we clearly know that he has that, so really give him props for that. Reluctant says, I'm 100% investing in those power blocks. I'm going to purchase end of the month once I get my money up. Yes. All right, I'm going to go silent here for a second. Otherwise, I'm going to echo. Okay. It echoed anyway, right? Um, the hubs covered me to stay. Nice. Shout out to Spencer. And yeah, man, it landed on the house. It took out. It was a nice sized house too. I always say I think they took out the dream house because that house was fantastic. Rory, calisthenics pretty decent if you don't have weights. Good way to get into. Yeah, absolutely. Burpees. John talks about burpees all the time, and burpees are a monster. But I mean, if you want a full body workout, that's a fantastic way. It's not going to like bulk you up or anything, but it's a great way to burn. Absolutely. Squat hops, jumping jacks. I mean, there's so many things that you can do. Lindsay says, "Whoa, Mr. Burns." Julian says, "That burns later, man." Reluctant says, "Spider-Man." Yes, yes. Hence the nickname. This is where I got Spider from. Hence the nickname. Yes, and then I got MJ there as well. No, that's actually a book. The MJ one is a book. This was a calendar because I always get Spider-Man stuff from people. Yes, MJ. Definitely have him as a standard of of excellence when it came to his particular craft in basketball. I know we hear now hasn't been the greatest teammate, but um, he did a lot. He did a lot of what he was supposed to do, which is to get other people going. Lindsay says, "Hey there, Julian. I was so concerned when I got back into the chat. You were speaking as to your own home. I'm grateful you're not." Yeah. I did have somebody here in the neighborhood who did have a tree fall on their house. And unfortunately, the insurance left this guy high and dry. Um, I was in awe. So this guy ended up having to rebuild his own stuff and pay for it out of pocket. I mean, not cool. What are we doing here in this day and age? Reluctant, who's better, LeBron James or MJ? I'm in the UK, so I only watch soccer. I say MJ best, but I never watch only highlights. MJ or LeBron? Yeah, that's crazy, Lindsay, that happens. I mean, to not have that, and I have a great tree by my house, but I'm thinking, I can't, yeah, I wouldn't be able to cover that. And I certainly wouldn't be able to repair it myself. I'm not handy that way. Julian, the trees I was cutting was between a horse and power lines. That's, wow. Rory says, I better head off. The dishes are calling my name. Have a great day, everyone. Hope to see you tomorrow. Absolutely, Rory. Congratulations again. Much love to you and the family. Please give our best to your lovely wife and the children. Um, I have MJ clear. I have Michael Jordan clearly better than LeBron James. Um, and it's not a slight against LeBron. I think you can be an all-time great, but I don't think that makes you close to the greatest. Lindsay, goodbye with that leg jump knife game. Oops, typo is supposed to say Rory. Julian, if you don't hire a professional that's licensed, insurance won't cover it. Maybe that's what the guy was trying to do, was hire somebody to do the cheap labor. I don't know. Lindsay, what is that leg jump jackknife game? Yes, Lindsay, he is. He is in New Zealand. Absolutely. Hey, what's up, Paul? How are you today? Paul, welcome, welcome. As you can see, we've got a welcoming group of people. Reluctant already says, Paul, welcome. Lindsay says, wasn't he doing some crazy? Oh, yes, the jackknife jumping thing. Yes, with the ball and it shot way up in the air. Yes, absolutely. It was wild. I went and Googled it. Did I say horse? I meant a house. Yeah, I was like, Julian, where are you cutting trees at where there's horses and power lines? Reluctant says, hit the like uh, and subscribe if you enjoy fitness and chatting positively. Absolutely. Hey, Paul, where are you coming to us from? What part of the world are you in? We have Rory, who just left from New Zealand. We have Lindsay here in America. We have Abs in Australia. We have Reluctant Gamer in the UK. We've got people from all over the world. Gravity Core Fitness came through from Wales. Where are you from, sir? And do you enjoy fitness or just enjoy watching or just here for the chat? What's going on in your day? Hopefully this finds you well. Lindsay says, I can't remember why I needed to know. Now it's been too long since I was in a regular chat. yeah, yeah. I don't know. This is kind of a regular irregular chat, I should say. Lindsay says, "Howdy, Paul J, coming at you from the south." Yes, hopefully Paul is still here. Sometimes people jump in and out. That's okay. And by the way, I would be remiss if I did not share that we have hit 12. I don't know if my finger is actually pointing to a number 12 or what you guys see, but we've surpassed that 10 goal that we like. So shout out to everybody for that. Bop, bop, 2 claps. Julian says, crazy thing is a lot of people will say they're licensed and they're not, and it's a homeowner's responsibility to know the difference. How would you know? That's crazy. I guess you have to look it up. I don't know. Better Business Bureau? I'm sure there's venues in which you can find that out. Yes, hopefully Paul's still here. Yeah, Lindsay, irregular. Irregular would be the word. Irregular chat. Reluctant says 13 likes on his side. I will take it. Lindsay says, ah, geez, we definitely have good insurance, but man, we go to extremes not to use it. Yeah, I agree. I didn't want to have to use mine this last time, but that leak, I had some leaks coming in, and I didn't want to do it. But health matters. And so when you have that ability to use that for something that's going to prevent it, definitely do it. And I still have to have some exterior portions sealed off. And you know, the other thing that not only if they're licensed or not, it's just getting people to actually show up or return calls. I'm finding is a huge undertaking. I had some days off, and I thought I'd be able to get somebody out here, and people weren't returning calls, things like that. So um, and it's one of those things I don't want to get into the negligent realm where I don't address it at all, but I also feel like me trying to do it myself isn't going to better the circumstance. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Lindsay says my neighbors flooded with us, and we split the cost on equipment, shared contractors. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. If you can share it, if you are like in like an attached unit or something like that, absolutely. Reluctant, my workout, yes, done for today. Done for today. I would love to be able to do more and be a little bit more persistent and extensive with the workouts. But part of where I'm at with this is I want to be able to do stuff with the people in the chat. And not everybody's going to have the access to bands, dumbbells, or just weights. So the push ups and the squats are really what I'm going to be on right now. That's what we've kind of built this on is so it allows we can all do something. Um, do I go on any walking or anything? Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get back into some places where I can do like the sprint workouts, run with the parachute, sleds, all that. I don't talk too much about it, but yeah, steps are usually Mr. Burns. I will go. You'll see me at the hill. And I'll do like hill sprints and things like that. My steps come in at work, and so that's the thing. I'm walking around all the time. So for 8 hours, I'm walking. So I get the steps in a much different capacity. I just don't have the ability to go live and do it. Otherwise, I would. Um, but recovering from some health issues over the last year have been really kind of sidelining me, and I want to be able to get back to where I was at and be able to be a little bit more athletic, a little bit more explosive. Those are my goals. I'm not trying to get bigger or thinner or bulkier or more ripped or anything else. I just want to be more capable. And so that's kind of my goal right now. So it's cool that we all have differing goals, but at the end of the day, the goal is to work hard. And the goal is to obtain something that we're not at right now, which is why I think it's so cool to have a supportive community like this. Are you done with practice already, Shruk? Thank you, Lindsay. She says you really are, Vincent. We've all noticed. Same for Burns. You guys look and peak. Same on we're getting steps for Spencer. Yeah, you guys. I don't get to see you guys, but the stories that I'm hearing, your consistency alone just to show up here. Look, if this was trolling, if it was just here for the chatting, people would lose interest. Like you guys are investing yourselves. You guys are putting yourselves into this, and that's the payoff. So we've seen people who've come and go, and there's no slight to them. But it takes, like, I don't know, you throw it at the wall, and you guys are the ones that are sticking. And that's what's up. Shrook says, "Are you still on live?" That's awesome. Yeah, I'm still just, I'm running me golb. I'm running this off. This is the workout now, Reluctant. These are jaw jackers. These are jaw jackers where this part just keeps going, and then before you know it, you just got like this massive, big jaw McGraw from talking all the time. So that's why the beard it hides all that muscle from just all this talking. Jaw jacks, yes. Um, The people that stay want to progress and get good advice and motivate each other. That's all it is. I mean, I know about a thimble's worth of stuff on creatine, on proteins, when to take it, all this and that, even certain positions and stuff like that. I'm just somebody who just likes to get up and do it. I'm kind of wash and wear. So if there's a group of people that are like that, and then we can kind of potluck and share and bring different knowledge, different experiences, share our triumphs, share our failures too. I certainly have had a bunch of setbacks. Reluctant says, I want a six pack. I'm trying to work on getting a little something going on here. But we get where we're at the time that we need to. I truly believe that that's part of it, which is why I don't subscribe when I get some of these younger guys talking about, I want to bulk, I want to do this, that. Be careful what you ask for, because if you get it now, are you prepared to sustain that? Are you prepared to sustain that over a long period of time? So it's a matter of really being careful. Thank you, Reluctant. Yours look good. I'll be happy with that. Lindsay says, I know this is so silly, probably, but my most athletic friend is always off in France and other places. I coordinated my availability to see them until 2 weeks ago so I could show them my progress. That's not silly at all. Like, I mean, you get a new pair of shoes. You want to show those shoes. You get a new watch. You get a new car, new house. We want to show these things, and those are things that you've obtained through your work, through your perseverance. So showing what you can do I think it's the most important thing to do. I think it gives a lot of, and the people that are in your corner are going to be most proud of you. They're not going to see it as showing off or, oh, you're better than me now. They are proud because they know you and they know where it took for you to go within yourself to get there. So keep going. Yes, at once he's like, you're doing amazing. Tell me your goals. I'm making a PDF. Come with me to the gym. Yes. Yes. I can't wait to hear about more of that. And man, I would really love to be able to do like a group sort of thing. I don't know, a Zoom or something where we can all get to a field and be able to, I don't know, just construct a workout. I think that would be so cool. But if not, I'm going to keep putting out content for you guys to be able to go and do if you would like that. I'm not a coach of anybody. I'm not a professional. I would just be showing you what it is that I would do, that I found challenging, that I find fun, that I find new, that I would find I don't know, just to be one of those things that it's like a party trick. Then you can bring out your other friends to do the workout as well, and they'd be like, "Holy cow, what does this person have me doing?" So I'm all for it. I'm here for it. I am here for it. But I think we can. Lindsay says he knows I lost a lot of motivation to do anything fitness really after the last surgery. I had told him in January I wanted to get back into it shortly after I met y'all. It lit a fire in me. Yeah. Yeah. And I appreciate you sharing. I didn't know anything about surgeries, but um, like health setbacks, they happen, they're real, and it can take a lot on the mind. I was in so much pain over the last year. I don't think it's one of those things, like I know I haven't been in that much pain ever. And to have that to be a constant thing, you don't think about anything else but that pain. It's so hard to focus on. It was hard to focus on work. It was hard to focus on studying. It was hard to focus on anything other than that pain. And it takes that motivation out of you because you were just in a survival mode. So I completely understand. And that it's a tough place to be. It's a very tough place to be. And I didn't even have surgery. So I can only imagine that's another level of, something being on your mind. I am Sharuk says the clear and detailed six pack will make you love better. Make me love better? Ooh. Ooh la la. I don't know. Let me see what's my six pack now. Can I love with that? Ugh. It's kind of it's covered. It's covered. But what if I do that? No love at all. No love at all with that. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. She says, I can't imagine Spider. Bless you. You're totally right. Uh-oh, what happened? I jumped. I got glitched for a second. It was probably because I showed my belly. Come on, Shroog, you're getting me set up here. You're getting me set up. The garden, yeah. Yes, and it's how cool is it when you are when you're finally getting out of that storm, that when you're coming out of the darkness and you kind of start to forget. But I can't remember what the pain was like, but I remember how much it affected me, and it was terrible. And I had to go to work every day. It was a new job. I'm trying to train and study, and I'm limping, literally limping around this facility the entire time. It was bad. It was bad, bad. Getting in and out of the car, just being at a level. It was like a level 8 pain, almost 24 hours a day for months, and it was tough. But we persevere. We go through things, and it's yeah, it was a rough one. Shrook says, "Sorry, look better." oh, so it wasn't. It's not the love. It's not the love that I'm gonna get. Reluctant says, "I feel better after seeing your belly." uh, no love all. He said, "Yes, Lindsay." Dude, so much struggle. Sounds like, yeah. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, and even today, I still have to go to the doctor, and I'm still trying to figure out what happened. It wasn't just an injury, this was like an internal thing, so I'm still trying to figure out what happened. So I'm still chasing that. But while I have this, I'm going to look at some other things from just athletic past. A lot of, head trauma, a lot of concussions where that sort of stuff is concerned. So, going to the brain and spinal institution today. We'll see how that works out. But we go through what we go through. But these can't be the reasons why we don't continue to persevere. And I understand, like, it has to be within reason. I always do say, train smart, not brave. But there's a time where we can say, I think I can at least give it a try. I think I can at least give this an effort rather than say I just absolutely can't. Can't is the worst four-letter word that we can speak, because it's not just profane; it's beyond profane because it's not just the expression; it's the action. We can just express something through thought and blurt out a four-letter word, but when we stunt our own action by saying I can't, I cannot, when we haven't even tried it yet. That's the worst. That's the worst we can do for ourselves. You missed Mr. Nathaniel today. Well, he's going to go on live, guys. He'll be on live, I'm sure, later today, or this evening on his walk. So you're stuck with me and this huge belly. And you know, but he'll be back. He'll be back. Um, Sharuk, why are your practices? I feel like your practice is in your backyard and it's just like 10, 15 minutes. What's up, Andrew Halili? Did I say that? Halili? Andrew Halili. How are you today and where are you coming to us from? Where are you coming to us from? And we like to introduce ourselves. So we will welcome you into the chat. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. We are on day 129 of doing 100 push-ups. We also do squats. We also do some other things as well. Albania, nice, nice. Do you work out? Do you like doing push-ups? Do you like doing squats? Do you go to the gym? Do you play sports? Sharuk, you're okay. It's 5 minutes distance. Lindsay, that is very cool. Indri, we have Sharuk is in India. Lindsay is in the South in America, in the United States. We've had Reluctant Gamer here from the UK. We've had Abdul from Australia, Rory from New Zealand. So you're right at home. The algorithm got you here for a reason. So feel free to subscribe. We do this every day. We go live every day. And we've been on for a couple hours now, almost a couple hours. So you just wind your clock back a couple hours, you'd be able to catch us when we start. Yes, that is awesome, Shruk. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. So Sharuk, are you just going to like how long is the practice? Because it's 5 minutes. I want to see this field also. I think guys, Sharuk has a little bit of content on his page, but if you go to his very first video, he does like this montage of him getting ready in the morning. And then at the end, it looks like there's a field. I want to see that field if that's what's going on there. I want to see some Sharuk skills, kicking the ball or something. Reluctant says subscribe and like. Ride with the success. Let's all stay blessed. Absolutely. Endry says, I think I've seen your channel a couple of months ago from another account. Hey, we'll take it. That might be Gravity Core Fitness. That would be awesome if you're following them. They're good people as well. There's Mr. Nathaniel J Burns, gentleman with a long beard and man bun. Very peaceful, very gentle soul. And he's given us some props as well. And then I have my personal channel as well. So if it hasn't come from one of those three, that's even better because it means that somebody else is thinking our stuff is worth sharing. So welcome, though. You are very welcome. Julian says, oh, damn, you're going today. Yeah. Lindsay says, what's it like being from your part of the world, Halili? Do you also like to work out? Yes. Okay, follows Gravity Core. There we go. Nice. Uh-oh. John is back. He says, is it push up for sub time? Yeah. Andrew, if you so choose to subscribe to this channel, we will give you 10 push-ups. That we earn our subscriptions around here. So I am not above dropping down and getting those push-ups. You see John also in the chat says he's down. So Lindsay did the opposite. She found Gravity Core through Impact. So it's nice that those go back and forth. John says he's got 20 on it. Sharuk says, I will send you soon in Instagram. Andrew subbed? Okay. This is more than the loonies. I got more than 5 on it. Let's go. John says, join us. All right. We're going to knock these down. And he goes to the gym. Nice. What kind of stuff do you enjoy at the gym? Mostly calisthenics? Are you weightlifting, powerlifting, CrossFit? What kind of stuff do you got going? Here we go with 20, John says. Push-ups for subs, Lindsay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I do weighted chin-ups and dips. This guy's a monster. It's enough just to pull your body weight up, and he's doing it with extra weight. That's fantastic. Nice job. Lindsay says, that's nice. I don't go to the gym, but I'm starting to get the idea in my head again. Yes. Let it creep, Lindsay. Let it creep. Let it flow. Let it flow. Sharuk says, don't tire yourself. Take rest. Never. Never. We do these push-ups for subscriptions. John did 20. Lindsay says, holy cow, Halili, you're hard. Yes, hard. That is hardcore fitness. Reluctant, yes, I'm back out. Had to do these push-ups to get this subscription. Yesterday I did dips, 30 kilograms, 2 times 11. Man, that's fantastic. Reluctant, I did. We did 20 push-ups because we got a new subscription from Endri Halili. So we are bringing them into the fold. Reluctant. I'm going to do another 55 minutes. Whew. John says this is definitely worth your time being here. I appreciate that, and you guys are what makes it really, worth being here. Otherwise, it's just a couple guys just, chit chatting. And we love having you here. We do, we do. We got Albania in the house. Yes, really good to see him. That's cool. And the fact that it goes to show this is when the support system goes back and forth, um, you have people finding each other's channels. And so it goes, really big shout out to Mark and Joe that they had thrown that out there a couple months ago, and they've done it again. We've gotten a few subscribers, so hopefully our people here have gone and subscribed there to support them in return, because it's definitely important. Cool beard and hair. How old am I? I am north of 40. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the compliment. Stark wasn't in today. We really haven't seen Stark for a minute. How about you, Endry? Are you bearded? Are you like full head of hair? Are you bald and shaved? What's the hairstyle? North of 40. Yes, Lindsay. Although we do often get the occasional, hey, shave that. And if you haven't seen Andrew, tomorrow, I believe, or at least sometime this week, Mr. Burns is his beard is way down here, and he's got much more hair. So we are quite the frightening duo, and as he likes to refer as cavemen on your screen. Beard and buzz cut, nice and clean. That's how it should be. This is a tumbleweed. This is a fire hazard also, so I have to keep it very away from open flame. John, absolutely north of 40. Absolutely north of 40. Lindsay has some swipe over bangs and a rat tail. Everything else is pixie. Is that so? Is that your current picture? If I had a beard, oh, you'd beautify it. Yeah, like glitter in it. Shruk, one subscription done from my other phone. For that subscribe, I need you to smile. Lindsay says, "Buzz cut. See, he's serious. Buzz cut. I like it. I like the style you're rocking. I do like your style, and I wasn't sure because you can never really see people's picture, so I didn't know if that was just like an anime character or somebody from a movie or so. I don't know, somebody I'm just not familiar with. So, um, love it, love to see your beautiful faces. I've seen Sharuk. If you guys haven't seen Sharuk, he's styling. He was styling. I didn't know who the picture was, Lindsay. I wasn't sure if that was you or if it was just somebody else, like an anime character or somebody else that I was just unaware of. Andrea, I used to shave my head too. If you can believe, like, yes, I was peeling this potato all the way down. Bald, goatee, yeah, that was it. Looking looking quite hardcore, if I do say so myself, and had a lot more muscle. So yeah, I was looking pretty imposing at one point. I like Lindsay's buzz cut. See, he's serious. Yeah, you were 18. Okay, so yeah, he is serious. If he pushed out hair in a year, Now he's just going short with a beard at 18. Man, that is fantastic. I was nowhere near a beard at 18. Not even near. I could have stood next to a man with a beard at 18 and still not been next to a beard. Lindsay says, "Ooh, thanks. Yeah, uh, that's me. It has a filter, makes me look more clean." Glad to know I could be mistaken for an anime though. Sharuk, I should check out your channel. You had a beard at 14? That's crazy. No wonder you're doing weighted pull-ups. Like you are in grown man status at that point, physically at least. Lindsay says, "Whoa, Halili, good choice. Bald is beautiful. Bald spots, not so much." Yeah, Sharuk, he's got. It's just like pictures of him, just standing, but he's rocking different styles. You can see he's, working on the fitness. Um, but it's his very first video. I like genetics. Yeah, genetics is where it starts. Sharuk says, "I'm 24. Still, I have little beard. I didn't even have a beard at 24. Um, Mine just like popped at some point, like maybe in my mid 30s. John says I'm actually 24. John, is that a picture up now? Did John post a picture of himself in his in the little icon? The beard is genetic, so I'm guessing your father has a beard, and you're able to grow it pretty easily. Nice. The first spotting of John. I've never seen John before. I've seen his dog. I've seen an eagle. And I think that's about it. But I mean, the pictures are love. I appreciate it, but it's cool when you get to actually see people. Uh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I think Mr. Burns said he's seen Spencer, but not Lindsay. I've seen Jennifer's, if that's her in her picture. Seen her. I've chatted live with Stark. She says, "Are you John? That's awesome. Didn't think your generation was too into farming. My mind is disillusioned." John is all farming at this point. That man is out there doing it. Guys, we hit 15 likes. We have 15 likes. I didn't want to go understated on that. Lindsay says, John says, my generation. Lindsay says, I need more confidence to be more in a live feed. Plus, I was working out, cooking, and dealing with dogs. Lindsay, if you don't get that beautiful mug of yours out onto a camera, start sharing that. We need to see that smile. We need to see all that good stuff. Oh, okay, so Lindsay thought he was talking about that he was actually 24, but he's actually over 50, north of 40, as we'll say. Um, Gen Z, yeah, yes, the Gen Z. I think today you have some more time because the live is going on still. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Thank you. We are just trying to maintain and do what we can and just enjoy, good fitness and good people. John says you are far from dumb. I think the jokes just go a little fast, and sometimes in the chat we can get lost in it. But yes, I look forward to the dawning of Lindsay because she's going to be an absolute monster. I need Lindsay and Jennifer to meet somewhere in the middle between their states and just beast out 100 squats, 100 push-ups. I think we all need that in our lives. We need to see that. Says I just look fantastic. Hey, doing all those burpees, squats, farm work, eating right, all that stuff, absolutely. Andrew says, my physique is bad. I'm skinny but very strong. I train for strength. That's how you should train. Train for strength, train for life. And as a matter of fact, I wanted to post out on the do like a poll. Could you hop a 6-foot fence to save your life right now? Because if we can't, what are we doing? Just training to look like we can isn't the goal. The goal is to be able to do it. Could you hop a 6-foot fence right now if you had to? John feels like he's 24. Absolutely. That's a cool idea. I wonder if she'd ever be into the idea. If you guys do it, I'm on the next flight. If we can get this down, I'm on the next flight. John says Impact has me back in the groove. COVID is far behind me, folks. I almost died. John has told an amazing story when it comes to that. And again, like Lindsay, you sharing about the surgery, I'm just so proud that we have people that come in, support, good energy, and not only that, but are willing to share a story. Sometimes we hold these things back, but that is awesome. Fish oil isn't a waste of time. Agree? Julian says I could hop over a 16-foot fence. Yeah, you're climbing trees, man. Yeah, well, you're pushing Impact every day as well, brother, so we appreciate you. Andrew says, yes, very likely you could. Andrew, train for strength. Don't worry about like trying to get big and things like that. I would rather be small and extremely strong, which I was. I was a much smaller person, but um, I wasn't big. John says, I'll hop a wall if my wife needs me, any size wall. Yeah, yeah. And those are just those things, little things. Andrew says, I can do 58 dips. She would kill me if I didn't, but anyway. Yeah. And I'm sure that's, I'm banking Spencer's over that wall as well. But that's the goal. That's the goal is something as simple as like a 6-foot fence, 6-foot wall. Could we hop that? That's a complete body effort of upper body, lower body, explosiveness, balance, coordination, confidence, all of these things. Can we do that? Sharuk says for footballers, they no need to work out for their legs. Lots of running. Yeah, lots of running. John says I can jump it. Yes, for sure. On Spencer hopping the wall. Yeah. And I'm not talking you got to high jump it, like where no hands on it or anything. Hey, Levi, welcome to the channel. You're here from Gravity Core Fitness. Shout out to Mark and Miss Joe. They're out there in Wales, and they have a fantastic channel. Hey, we welcome you, Levi. We're chatting at this point, but we got Endry in the chat as well. From Albania, if I'm not mistaken. We got John and Lindsay in the States. We've had Rory here from New Zealand. We've had Abdul in Australia. We've got Sharuk in India. We've got people from all over the world. So you're very welcome here. We'd love to have you. And we always have a special here. We will do, John says 20. I always say 10, but I will do 20 push-ups for subscription. So we earn our subscriptions here. John, and you see it already. John says, I am ready. Subs for push-ups. Say when. Levi, what part of the world are you coming to us from? And do you have fitness stuff? What's going on? We would love to check out your channel as well if you have fitness content or any content for that matter. We have our friend Make with Mike in Florida, and he just has, he does construction and contractor work on his channel. South Wales. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So do you get to work out with Mark in person? Do you go to their class? Andrew, share us that link. I do drawing on another account. Can we find your other account through going to your channel? Any exercise suggestion for inner thighs? Nathaniel, post mode in car, podcast mode in car. John says, welcome to Idaho and a few other states. Nathaniel is here to support. Lindsay, let me see if I have it right here in front of me. I do have something. I just need to make sure that it's in front of me. And it may not be in front of me. I had the band. The band will definitely help for the outer. And I was just rearranging some of my fitness stuff, so I may not have it right in front of me. Oh, I lied. I have it in front of me. You're just hearing a bunch of rattling going on. So we all remember Suzanne Summers and the Thigh Master. And boom. Ooh. Ooh. I feel like I should have like an OnlyFans account to do this. Ooh. 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 Yes. Boom. Squeeze. Yes. Don't underestimate Suzanne Summers' contribution to the fitness world for a infomercial product because it works. I don't know what else we're getting when it comes to the adductors at home. You might be able to have like a ball where you can squeeze that's very givable, but now here's where you double it. You take your band for the abductors, and you squeeze this bad boy in here. So now, you're doing both at the same time. Doing both at the same time. How can you beat that? That should be the infomercial. That should be the infomercial. So that's what I got. That's what I got. Yes, you got to have that. Yes, please comment from your other account. John says it's gonna hurt. Yeah. Just yeah. Don't go into the full nutcracker, but you'll be good. Yes, Andres, comment from your other account. We would love to check out the drawing. Shrook says I have to go for my practice now, and today live is awesome. Have a great day. See you soon. Goodbye. Have a fantastic day as well, Sharuk, who is 5 minutes away from practice. That's awesome that you can be that close. Never be late, though. Don't be late. Lindsay says, my buddy, the older sir at the park, was feeling discouraged, so he upped his game and brought a weight bench. I think I'll look into the Thigh Master. Look into the Thigh Master. Absolutely. Endry, have a fantastic day. We look forward to seeing you. If I can find a link to your other one, I will definitely check it out. What time is it there, by the way? We always like to know what time we're looking at. What time are we looking at in other parts of the world? Take a nap, 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 nap. I am a huge advocate of naps. I agree wholeheartedly. Go take a nap because you came from work. Yep. John says it's Friday here on Mars. Hey, we've had or something. Yeah, some days it gets a little out of control. Like what day is which way is up? But Lindsay, if you can find a Thigh Master, I'm sure there's probably like some sort of some piece of equipment that exists now like that that's even better than that was. I was trying to find some bands here. So even just the plain old resistance bands you can use, but $9, yes. I've even just taken a band like this, and you can tie it like in a loose knot. Whoops. Let me try it from here. That's what I was doing. I would tie it from here and just hold. So just regular bands and same sort of thing. Maybe put it beneath the knee so it doesn't ride up. But so there's home things that you can do without having to purchase it. But that's more external. So I don't know what you could do to get one-sided. This is just something I'm thinking as I go. But even just knee on the ground and just pull one over. So if you had two bands, you could just hold around and just do both like so. I'm just thinking of this on the fly. But that's what I love to do. That's everything Impact embodied was what can I make up and how can we make it a challenge? Knee pain from the bands. Yeah. Yeah. Bands definitely can hit differently. And especially if you have them around the ankles. Hey, no worries. No worries at all. If you have them around the ankles, I can see where that can give knee pain. And with the lateral movement, I've had that as well. Now, if I'm just doing something like a march, like a high knee, not so much, but it's understanding like what works for us and what doesn't. That's the important part. I feel like I have a filter on, but it's not. It's just the smudge. It's just a smudge filter. Yeah. But the Thigh Master, it does provide resistance, but if you're looking to like keep upping your resistance, I don't know. Like I don't. It doesn't have like a dial on it or anything where you're going to be able to get more. But I think just for pedestrian usage, that's definitely a good piece of equipment. I would like to talk shoes one day in here. Yes, time for new, but damn, there's a lot of junk on the market. I agree completely. I'm gonna show you real quick what I got, and I've done reviews on. I will do shoe reviews. Um, I think my other ones are in the house, but I got these for IFA, and these were a really good find. And I think we found these like at Ross or something like that. They were, I mean, a little pricey, not over 100, but I think it was like in the 60s, 70s. Whoops. But I like these because you can see that they are built to move in many directions. Running shoes don't have that. Running shoes are only meant to project you forward. These, you can see, it's built to move in many directions. Oh. See all my clothes hanging here? I don't have a dryer. Well, I do. It doesn't work for about 4 years now. And I don't really feel like I need one. I feel like the uh, the portions of Mother Nature are going to cover me when it comes to that. So I hang my clothes. So at any time, my neighbors are going to see what I call the underwear tree. So that being said, let me get to these. And I was not a fan of Under Armour. Um, yeah, those shoes were for IFA. Got Airwalks for the first time this year. Not for me. Tired of Nike tearing in 6 months. They're gone. I recommend Brooks if you can find them. I'm gonna look around soon. Haven't had any in years. Nice. Yeah, those shoes were for IFA. So what I got was, bam, I got some Under Armours. And again, for the same reason, these have the ability to move in many directions. Now, if I just want to run, I have running shoes. So that's kind of the other thing, like with fitness, it's kind of like, dressing for the occasion. I don't just wear the same shoes for everything. I have I have a bunch of shoes. That's a whole different fetish. But I have like shoes just for running if I just wanted to run. But if I'm going to do something training like speed ladders and multi-directional, I'm going to put those on. So I will warm up jog with my running shoes, and then I will go to those shoes. And if I'm doing some other sprint work, I've got cleats to put on. So depending on the terrain, depending on what I'm doing, I've got baseball cleats, football cleats, soccer cleats. So again, don't follow down my rabbit hole, but sometimes you do need different shoes for different things, just between calisthenics and running. Running shoes don't give you that side to side support all the time. Ankle support is where it's at with any shoe I buy. Yes, shoes are just tough to deal with, and it took me a long time, John, to getting to the point where I was like, okay, these Under Armours are the best ones that I can find. Go to a lot of shoe stores, they do not have like training shoes. It's all revolved around mainly like either basketball or casual, and then there's like these somewhat kind of sort of, but they're all really just running shoes. And I'm the type I'm old school. I want to feel it. I want it to be something tangible that I can see right now, that I can put on, that I can try. I don't want to order it. Um, but I don't know what the exact name of these are, but they're comfortable. They are comfortable. Yeah. And yeah, I put it off for many years. The Nikes that I have, I really loved when the free run shoe was out about 10, 15 years ago. I loved the free runs. It felt like the closest thing to training barefoot that I could get, and they just changed those up. But so many of these shoes now, they're not flat. I like how flat this shoe is. It doesn't have like that drop off at the toe for running, where they're trying to excel your step or whatever. I have some running Nike shoes that don't like them because for that reason alone. Even to run in, I want to have the complete roll of my foot. I like that press off. Hoka's on set. Yes, yes, nice shoe. That is a well built shoe. Yeah, I want to feel the ground. If I can't train barefoot, which my area, I'm not going to try that because it's public. Never mind dog feces, but you're talking about people just leaving stuff out there you might step on that you're not going to see. But if I can't do that, then I want a shoe that's going to be really feel like naked. It's going to feel naked. Nathaniel Bird needs a wide toe. Yes, my feet are rail thin. It's like walking on skis. So I think I might be able to get away with a few more options. John says I've also been wearing uh, Propit. Propit. I need wide, so Propit has been best for that. I've never heard of that shoe brand. I did want to look into Hoka's for sure. I'm going to look into the brand that you're mentioning as well. Um, but yeah, so I have different shoes. Propay, nice. Okay, different shoes for different things. Um, and Mr. Burns knows because he'll see me pull up, sometimes with four different pairs of shoes, and that's just it. I'm like Diana Ross. I'm changing between sets, depending on what it is. But I do. It's knowing what works for you, and I like the change out. I like getting a different feel. I think it's a different mindset as well to say, okay, cool. I've got these for that. Now I'm going to slide out of those, and this other shoe has a whole different feel to it. But I know what I'm gearing up for as well. So Lindsay, what shoes are you on now? Oh, no worries, no worries. What shoes are you training with now? Is it just are you in Brooks? Yeah, I've heard Brooks to be a very well built shoe. I have some running Asics as well, and those have served well. They are absolutely broken, and they're just now like walking shoes. But you know when you break them too much, and they're not even good for even just like walking around. I wore them to work the other day, and it's like, oh, can't do this anymore. Can't do these anymore. Broken shoes are like broken mattresses and worn out pillows. They will silently start to creep in those aches and pains, and you don't realize why because they still look normal. They still look functional. And a lot of times for a lot of people, it's something that we don't think about changing out often. So we got to be able to do that and kind of like put a clock on it. Same way you would say, well, I'm only going to use my toothbrush for so long, and then you swap it out. Same thing with your shoes. Look at the mileage, look at the usage, look at what you're doing in them as well. Um, Casual walking isn't going to wear them out as quick as a lot of calisthenics or hit workouts, things like that. Got some off-brand Chinese imports that are good for now. Well, if you're comfortable and you're not experiencing any pain or aggravation afterwards, or not feeling worse for wear, you may have found your shoe. Like it doesn't like that's the thing. We assign brand names with certain things, but then over time, I feel like I've been more disappointed in the quality of these quote unquote better shoes, better brand names. When your feet aren't in their proper alignment, your knees, hips, and backs aren't either. Feet, yeah, yep. Say that again. Some no-name thing that's doing it though. Price doesn't matter if it works for me. No, you can't put a yeah. It's you can't put a price on that. Shoes are valuable, especially like for training for training and stuff like that. Absolutely, and that's why I get E for those shoes. It's no slight, but her mother just will buy her like any old shoe with like that kind of hard, slick foam rubber at the bottom. No, we need grip out here. We are moving laterally, so I'm in charge of buying those shoes because I'm not doing it. I'd like to get Brooks. They're made in the U.S. and I like to support. Yes, when I can afford to. Yeah, for sure. I love driving my very old F-250 diesel, if you know what I mean. John, you're cool. Do you ever wear cowboy boots? I could see John in work boots, but I don't know if John's a cowboy boot sort of guy. I don't know. Let's find out. Drum roll. The cowboy work boots, both. What do we got? With blue jeans. Drum roll. John, hurry up. I'm dying here doing a drum roll. I would have never lasted at the Revolutionary War. Negative on the cowboy boots, Ghost Rider. Is it more of a work boot, or are you just in just sneakers, just trainers? Joy is in the house. Joy to the world. Thank you for joining. How have you been? It's never too late, John. We could get some together. Lindsay, are you a cowboy boot girl or a cowgirl boot kind of person? I would that kind of took me aback. Carhartt, yeah, cat boots. I did a commercial for Cat a few years ago. I was just looking at. I found an old pay stub. But yeah, we did a commercial out in Green Valley. We talked about that. Heavy equipment. How did you come from the 1st to 13th? All my family have them. Papa wore his every day. I have to have one. I mean to 8. Yeah, I would think cowboy boots, like being on your feet and working all day, would just be tiresome. I'm doing great, Joy. How are you? How are you? It is fantastic to see you or hear from you. How have things been on your end? Have you been able to do any of your own workouts at home? How's your sibling? I know you said you had to be able to do a lot of watching. Finally, no stress. What was the stress? What was going on? You can now be active. Were you not able to be active when you were gone? Lindsay says, "Oh no way! They're special stuff like doctors' birthdays, fancy dancing. No workout," says Joy. John says, "Yes, yes, Green Valley. Yeah, beautiful area. And they had some enormous vehicles out there." Elvie says, like being called, active on your lives. Well, we are glad you're here now. We are glad you're stress free, and hopefully some workouts will allow you to, you know, de-stress a little bit more. You stopped and you gained 5. Okay. Hey, we go back and forth, but don't be mad. Be focused. We don't have to be mad about it. We'll just say, "Oh, that's what happened." And here, check this out. I was showing earlier. So look, so we all got it. We all got it to work on. So don't even sweat it. We got this. We got this. Lindsay said, "I have tried several times, but my dogs won't let me work out until the husband is back." 11 pounds. 11 pounds. You'll be fine. We'll knock it right back down. The best part is you already know what you can do, and you already know what you want to do. That's the toughest part, is the mental part. The physical part is going to be easy because you've already done it. You've already shown that you can do the push-ups, the squats, all that stuff. And John says, because Linz is my friend and I will do anything for my friends. Yes. Once he's back, I'll finish up my full body beast mode. Yes. Yep, 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 yep. And Lindsay says, Helvy, she understands. Five kilograms to pounds, it's 11. We've all been there. We've all been there, Helvy. We've all had some sort of setback, whether it's gaining a little bit of weight, stepping away. Matt Acoustic was just talking about this as well. He was talking about how he had been out of he had to take like a break for like a week, and how hard he thought it was going to be getting back in. But once he got back into it, he felt better, and he was better for the rest. So don't worry. Don't despair. You got this. We all struggle with it, and we will struggle together. That's the great part. We will struggle together. We will go through it with you. We support you like you've supported us. Start tomorrow? Cool. No problem. Get your mind right. Get lots of hydration today. And then let's make a plan. Yes, and so rest is important, but make a plan, Helvy. Don't jump out and do like 150 squats again, and then you're too sore to continue. Let's just start with like 4 sets of 10 and do 4 sets of 10 with the push-ups and throw in some jumping jacks. Be controlled and contained about it. That way you're not blowing yourself out to where you can't do anything. We want to be consistent about this. Be measured. Helvy says, bro, I am 12. Okay. Okay. I'm not, but we can still all do some work. We can all do work at our level, so we're here to support you at any age. Age is relative. Lindsay says, really healthy. I lost some weight, 6 or 7 pounds. Now I haven't lost any, but I did shape up and go down a pant size. Nice. Now I'm wanting to get ripped. You can't really diet or weight loss and get ripped too. John says, plenty of nutrients. Lindsay says, I'm learning. Helvy's weight is at 138 pounds at 12 years old. Yes, and I keep calling her Helvy. It's Joy. I keep my mistake. That's okay. That's okay. You know what you want to do, and you know how to do it, and you have a whole bunch of people around the world here to help you. Not everybody has that. John says, take your time and do each movement right. Absolutely. I don't speak Russian, but it says, damn that chest, amazing. Thank you, thank you. John says, here, Helvy, you're 12 or not, we are here to support. Absolutely. Absolutely. And our friend from Russia, how are you today? Oh, Bulgarian. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My apologies. How are you today? And do you do any workout fitness stuff? And I learned something else, not only Bulgarian to Russian, but that the use of the word mate. I always just associated it with Australia and England. So I love learning about more people around the world. So you are more than welcome to join the chat, join the channel. We go live every day, so we'd love to have you. And we've been doing push-ups. 100 push-ups today was 129 straight. So if you also would like to subscribe, we would do 20 push-ups for your subscription. Absolutely, cash money. Joy, of course, you have our support. Of course, of course. This is not just a place for hairy men to host a channel and chat and not pay back. You've supported the channel. We're here to support you. Absolutely. Nathaniel J Burns says 51. What is 51, Mr. Burns? Lindsay says, geez, Joy, I was extremely obese at your age until I joined ROTC at almost 13. I spent the next few years dropping pounds until I was 120 at 18. It takes time. You can do it. Mr. Burns says, all ages and stages. John says, all ages. We're here to support. Absolutely. That's what impact is. This is not just a bunch of people doing exercises together. Elby says, or Joy says, I will try. I am obese, but you're not done. That's the thing. Just don't let that define who you are. Let that just be a stage that you're at, but don't let that define who you are. Joy and obese are not the same person. That's not the same thing. Joy just happens to be obese at this stage, but joy can be active, joy can be intentional, joy can be consistent and disciplined, and then joy can get out of that stage of obesity. So, absolutely. Okay, do wall push ups. Absolutely. Our friend does do push-ups or does work out. We'll definitely subscribe to you. I do have some pounds to lose. Want to improve both physical and mental health. You're here for a reason, and I'm sorry I don't know how to pronounce your name. So if you can put your name in the chat, I'd love to be able to pronounce it, and we can welcome you in properly. Uh, Lindsay says, I used to work as a podiatrist assistant, and he'd use my bowed knees to show people how being overweight can permanently impact your body, like you just got to do with what you can and be grateful you did it. Absolutely. John says, anytime, any place, the world is your gym. Me too, John. Here's my 10. I'm going to go out and do 10 more as well. I'm going to go out and do 10 more as well. Do, 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 do. Just finished my warm up. 5 minute break for practice. John says, let's do it. Sharuk says, yes. Okay, Sharuk, jump in. Let's throw some push ups for Joy in support of Joy. I got 10 more for Helvey. And if our friend in Bulgaria is joining as well, we can knock those down as well. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. John's doing his in the middle of a potato field. Okay, is that Svesto? Am I pronouncing that right? Svesto. Or Sveto. Yes. Lindsay says 10 for you. Sveto. Sveto. Right on. I got it. Sveto. Joey, we got you. And Sveto, this is a great time, like, to see what we have going on here. So if you're talking about wanting to lose weight or just get in better shape or just have some people who are supportive and positive, please consider subscribing to the channel. You know, we've all been there. Lindsay got puppy bites for doing them. Mr. Burns says, for real, I've arrived. Let's see. Have an amazing day, Impact Community. Unity, absolutely. Yes, brother, have a great day. Lindsay, I think she means tearing up. She's crying. Joy, John is absolutely right. We are not special. You can do it too. Sveto already subscribed. Oh, we got push-ups then. We got push-ups. Okay, let me knock out some more for Sveto. And Lindsay says, yeah, my pups like to bite a lot when we try to work out. It's a two-man job. All right. Of course, help me. Okay, let's go. These are for Sveto. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yee. You spelled it right. Just put a T in front of the S, Lindsay. TSVETO. Absolutely, Sveto. Absolutely. Love to have new people jump in, be supportive of one another. So we don't have all the answers. We're not professional, coaches or counselors or anything else, but we just provide support and excitement for doing this. And we do it every day. So we've been on for probably like 2 hours now. So if you wind your clock back a couple hours, you're probably going to catch us at the beginning. So we do we'll do the 100 push-ups. We've been doing 100 squats. So we definitely will get some stuff in if you want to follow. And everybody's got an amazing story of overcoming. So you are right here. Joy says, bro, everyone is just friends with me because of my best friend. Of course, she is pretty. Her body is stable. I cry myself to sleep because I'm fat. Don't worry about it. Your time is coming, and you're going to create your time. You're going to create your time because beauty is just fleeting. That's just a thing that people look like. But your work is going to start to speak for itself. Sharuk says, 5-minute break over. I'm going to practice. See you soon. 25 minutes later. Lindsay says, now to get ripped. Sveto says, Lindsay, thank you. John, impact is just about showing up. Be here for you. Joy, you got to make changes while you get through it. Yes, and the first change has to change in your mind. It does. Don't worry about what she does or doesn't do. You can only control you. You can only control you. So don't compare to somebody else. Find the friends that are going to like Joy for Joy, and not just because you're friends with somebody else. Find the friends that are going to be supportive. Yep, the rest just happens when you get around your folks, for sure. Sharuk, have a good one. Sharuk, make sure you do push-ups. Make sure you do some push-ups for Joy at practice. Get your team doing push-ups too. Lindsay says, listen, I had lots of friends as a huge roly-poly. Then I got thin. I had almost no friends. You got to remember you are your best friend and work hard from no matter the cost. Absolutely. John says, Sharuk. Yes. Lindsay says, people come and go. You don't. Exactly. Exactly. Let's work out together. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, if I got to book a flight to Namibia just to show up, we got you. If somebody's got to fly out there, let's pool our money together and help Joy understand that she's got this. Somebody's got to fly out there. If somebody's got to fly out there, it doesn't have to be me, but somebody's got to fly out there. If that's what we're doing, we're going to start pooling together and helping people. Tomorrow you're definitely starting. Definitely. Awesome. Helby says, really fly? Look, today you are so tired. She says, the puppies bite me, but I'll live. And we can certainly get Aoife in on this as well. So we have this support system because I know you guys had chatted and things like that. But you absolutely can do it. Lindsay's right. If you're tired, do it tired. Take a power nap and do 10 of something, anything. Yeah, whatever you're able to do, do that. Do little bits at a time. You didn't just wake up at this size or weight or whatever. It takes little bits of time to get to that point. It's going to take little bits of time to take it off as well. So Lindsay is absolutely right. Sveto, do you have any stuff on your channel? Do you put any content out? Live, you thought it was streaming? I mean, well, we're live now, but if you're talking about between you and Lindsay, that might be a different setup. Lindsay said conditioning is going to be discouraging, no lie. We want to do 100, but we might not be able to do it. Just bust out 100. It'll be tough. The more you build up, the better you'll feel and do. Yeah, set yourself reasonable challenges to where you can say, okay, I can do that, and then be able to build from there. Um, yes, it's going to be tough. Absolutely. And the toughest part is it's going to be that fight in your mind. Your body is already strong enough to do it, but it's going to be in your mind, to tell yourself, yes, I'm tired or I don't feel like doing it, but you do it anyways. 5 push-ups till you can do 10, 5 crunches till you can do 10. Yeah, yep. You don't have to, nobody climbs the whole mountain at once. You get to a point where you're just at your point, and then you're like, okay, I can I can do that. Well, if you can't do one, then remember you have the ability to do your wall push-ups, or you can go over to a counter and do push-ups off the counter. But don't let it be why you don't do it at all just by saying I can only do one. One is better than none. Some people can't do any. That's the uh, that's the thing, and you don't have to compare yourself to other people. It's just a matter of realizing that you're going to build one bit at a time. At home, we don't have a scale. You don't need a scale. All you need to know is how are you feeling. You're going to notice, like Lindsay was saying, you're going to see the size change in your clothing too. Your pants are going to fit different. Your energy is going to feel better. You're going to be in a better mood because you're achieving things. Don't worry about a scale. Don't worry about your weight. Yes, do a wall. Do a wall. Do you have a counter, a kitchen counter that you can do it on? Lindsay says, my gym teacher used to laugh at me hanging on the bar desperately trying to do one pull-up. I was laughed at so hard. I never let go. I hung in there. When I was 20, I did my first pull-up. Well, are you willing to try? So it's not if you can or can't. Are you willing to try it? Numbers don't matter. I weigh once a month. I never really look at weight. So look, do you have a counter here that you can do push-ups off of? If the wall push-ups are too easy, can you start doing them here? Can you do push-ups here? Okay, my rug is sliding out on me a little bit, but can you do push-ups there instead? No kitchen counter. How about a table? Is there anything that's about that height that you can do them off of? What about your bathroom counter? Do you have the edge of a bed of something? But if you have to just do them off the wall, do them off the wall. Or if you can try doing your push-ups off of your knees instead of your feet. Where there's a will, there's a way. So if you're willing to try it, there's a way to do it. Lindsay says being overweight is rough, but you cannot give up and cannot give into your negative voice. Train your inner voice to feed you positive notes. Absolutely. Table is too low? Okay. Well, there's a way. Someplace, somehow, there's a way. That's what I was thinking too, Lindsay, off of your bed. How do you do on your knees? Okay, well, let's do that. Let's go back outside. You can do them off your bed as well. Yeah, there's always some solution. So let's get down here. So if we're talking about off your knees, it's just sitting here and kind of leaning yourself out. So you see I'm on my knees, not my feet. And same premise, I can just lower myself here and back up. Okay, but I'm doing it off of my knees. So lower myself and back up. Okay, that's going to make it a little easier. That's going to make it a little bit easier for you. And doing it off your bed, just make sure you're not sliding out if there's a rug or something. That's all you got to do. And what we want is, so for our push-up, we're going to inhale coming down. So, and then I want to, when I'm pushing out. Okay, big exhale. This is why I say my sets when I do them. So, one, because I'm exhaling as I'm speaking. So your breathing is going to help. It's going to matter. Don't hold your breath through the tough part. Breathe out against your resistance. Try it now? Yeah, absolutely. If you want to, try it now. Get one. Just know that you can do the one. If that feels good, do a couple. And then once you get to the point where you're like, okay, this is tough, get to 4 or 5, boom. Now, give yourself a little bit of rest. Rest for about a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and then go back and do it again. And do that 4 times. We don't want to blow you out. We just want you to start with a little bit of something. Same thing with the squats. You don't have to do a ton of them. John's right. By the way, rest does happen. The rest does happen when you're around good folks, so be sure to join us, Joy. What time is it where you are? Oh, geez, he's right about breathing. It helps avoid stitches, too, I learned. Yeah, definitely. Because a lot of times people just end up holding their breath, and then you're going to get lightheaded, things like that. And if you're breathing, I guess, incorrectly, then it turns into that. Bill says, let's turn to God. Shepherd's Chapel YouTube explains the whole Bible. God bless. Hey, Bill, welcome to the channel. Are you into workouts? Do you enjoy fitness content? If so, we'd like to have you here. That would be uh, definitely enjoyable to have somebody else who is supportive and is of the like-mindedness as well. So feel free to subscribe to the channel. We do push-ups for every subscription. So that would be nice. I'm not against you advertising your channel, but please support ours while you're here. I think it's fair play. John says, sure, Bill, come join us. Helvey, is this a good time for you to work out? Because we've been going for a couple hours, so normally we would start at 3 p.m. where you're at. Is that a good time? Joy, try to remember that eating right is an important part of your new journey. Absolutely. And eating right is not just what you eat, but when you eat it and how much of it you're eating. Definitely be careful with those 3 areas. Lindsay says, okay, it's 5 p.m. where you're at, 10 here, meaning when it's about 8 for Vincent, aka Spider, around 4 p.m. for you, you can do that. We'll likely be here. Yes. Losing weight does not mean not eating. Very true. It's eating better and staying in that caloric burn. Keep eating good foods and everything, but allow that your body's burning it. So eating things that don't have a high calorie count, that you're not going to be able to at least out exercise. I'm guessing it's burn more than you take in to help for weight loss, but eat the right foods as well. Joy, what do you have in your home that's available to you to eat? Do you have fruits and vegetables? Oh. Oh yeah, for sure. You got to eat. If you can run a little from the bus to the end of your road to your mailbox or whatever works for you. I used to have asthma attacks when I'd run in winter at your age, so be careful not to overdo it. Good advice. Good advice. We definitely don't want to overdo it. My point is, no matter how hard or short, just a little run will help. Yeah, absolutely. Every little bit, it all adds up. It all adds up. Just the same way that it all adds up the opposite way by not doing those little things or by eating that little extra here and there or eating at the wrong time. It all adds up. One way or the other, it's all going to add up. So, which way do we want it to add up to? You got this, Joy. You absolutely do. You got this. And you got this at any age or any stage. You can do it. Don't worry about your friend. Don't worry about your weight right now. Just know that you're on a path just to do better for yourself, and that'll work itself out. Yep, you can run in place in your room or do jumping jacks. Absolutely. So much, so much good advice and support. Most important, healthy, says John. Absolutely. John says, no matter what happens, little bro, we love you like you are. No matter what happens, you are welcome here. Am I wrong, Impact? You are not wrong at all. Joy is a treasure to have here, and we appreciate all the contributions from everybody and the support for everybody. Lindsay says it seems really hard right now. I know, but you'll be shocked how little it takes to change. You just got to start and keep going. You can weigh 500 pounds. We love you. Yes. Yep, yep, yep. Absolutely. And John, yes, 100% correct. And you know, the thing is, Joy, you don't have to, like, the lives are great so we can interact, but all these lives still go and they're still showing. So you can always just, at the middle of your day, if we haven't gone live yet, you can just pop on and do a live with us. You can just follow one and do the push-ups and squats with us, and you just modify it. You don't have to do all 10 of the push-ups or squats. Do what you can do. So just start off by doing 5 of the push-ups and 5 of the squats. That way, for the workout, you got 50 push-ups, 50 squats, and then throw in 10 jumping jacks with it. We will craft you some sort of simple workout that you can do that's not going to take too much of your time because we know that you got other things going on, but that is going to at least help get you feeling better. It's scientifically proven exercise helps improve our mood. So the second you start doing it, you're going to feel better, but keep going with that. Keep letting that feel good come in, and don't let that be part of like what keeps you from doing it. Lindsay said it. Don't listen to that negative voice in your head. Do not listen to that negative voice. You gotta keep going. Fantastic. John says, Helvy, if I can get head butted by a chicken this morning and still get in some push-ups, I think you can do it. Yes. Lindsay says, be sure to pull your arm overhead and bend in the shoulder. Support elbow with your other hand. Stretch. John says, talk about humiliating. Almost took me out. So many stories and so many different episodes of how we got here. No worries. See, and this is what we know that you have. So even when you are watching over, your infant brother, you still have the ability to do something. So make sure you just allow that be part of what you got going on. Uh, with Aoife, when she was a baby, I would lay her on the floor, do push-ups, and give her a little, and give her a little smooch each one, and she would laugh about it, and we would have fun with it. Or I would hold her and do squats and things like that. So you have different things that you can do. And I know that your baby's brother's pretty young, so just be careful. But you can still just do the squats while he's sitting there, or playing, or drinking his milk, or whatever else it is. There's definitely time to always incorporate that. Can you talk about consistency and relatable terms for healthy? She says, "Oh, that's nice." Lindsay says it isn't going to be easy, Joy, but try to remember it isn't hard as it seems either. The impact way. Um, yeah, this is inconsistency. If you played, I guess, hopefully I'm hitting it, John, but the same energy that you put every day into, like if you were playing video games, or if you were watching a TV show, or if you were doing something that wasn't getting you where you needed to be, start using that same energy, because it's the same energy. You just have to transfer it someplace else. So the same energy that says I can sit and watch TV or play video games, use that energy and put it over here. So instead of doing this, now I'm going to go outside. I'm going to do some jumping jacks. I'm going to do some push-ups. Go look on TikTok and follow your favorite dance videos. Dancing is great cardio, great motor skill building. It's going to help burn some calories. So there's a lot of things that you can do that's going to be able to help. There's going to be a lot of things that you can do. Lindsay says, try a push up every day. Eventually, you'll be able to do one, and it'll be so cool when you do. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're going to grunt. You're going to, make all. But once you get it, then it clicks in your head. Then you know, oh, I can do this. And then it changes your idea of what impossible is. If you can do one, eventually you'll be able to do two, and you can keep building up. But you have many avenues in which to get there, but you have to take whatever energy it is. It's not good energy and bad energy. It's just energy, and depending on where you spend it, it's like money. Your money is money, but if you spend it on bad things, then it went towards something that's not beneficial. If you spend it on something that's good, then it's beneficial for you. So use your energy, spend it like money towards the good things, towards things that are going to help you, not hurt you. And you do it every day. It's tough, which is why I said don't blow yourself out like the last time with doing too many squats. You don't have to do it all in one day. That doesn't happen. It happens over time. So let's start you off with something simple. Let's start with those 4 sets of however many push-ups. You choose the number. If it's 5, make sure you do 5. Don't do 4. Do 5. Make that promise to yourself. I'm going to do 4 sets of 5 push-ups, and I'm going to rest in between them, and then I'm going to get up and I'm going to do 5 squats. So you can do your 5 push-ups, stand up and do 5 squats, and then do 5 jumping jacks. You pick the numbers. So it could be 5 push-ups, 10 squats, and 20 jumping jacks. You pick the numbers, but you stick to the numbers that you said. Okay, that's the big part about it, is stick to what you said you will do, because the second you start trying to negotiate with yourself, well, maybe I shouldn't do this because I did that the last time, or I'm still feeling it from yesterday, so I'm not going to do this. Don't negotiate with yourself. You got to see it through. Lindsay says, my back is my biggest improvement. It is looking so different. It isn't where I wanted to see change first, but I'm happy about it. Keep going till I get the art you were trying to sculpt. Yes. Sharuk is back. Sharuk has the world's shortest football practices. I love it. I love it. Lindsay said 5 push-ups, Joy. Is that what we got going? 5 push-ups? Lindsay, that's fantastic. It is funny how those changes will happen and you weren't expecting them to, but then they are there. And so that's a beautiful thing to have. Helvey says, I will do 20 wall push ups, 90 or 100 jumping jacks, and 40 squats. Okay. Um, are you talking about doing 20 wall push-ups, 90 or 100 jumping jacks, and then 40 squat? Are you going to do 40 squats all at once? Is that what you're saying? Lindsay says, I'm so proud of you, little sis. Yes. Are you talking about doing 40 squats all at once, Joy? Okay, I'm just checking because I don't want you to. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want you to blow yourself out. So 4 sets of 5 push-ups will give you the 20. Got it. And then 4 sets of whatever you're going to get for the 100 jumping jacks. Maybe do 25 jumping jacks each, so then you'll get 100. And then 10 squats, so then you get 40. We got you. I like that plan. Write it down. Because the last time you did the squats wrong, you didn't do them wrong, you just went crazy and you got excited, and that's very understandable. I see people do that quite often, but just make sure that where you're at is keeping it within a realm of like, okay, I want to make sense of this, especially since you're starting off. So I like it. 4 sets, and then you take those numbers. You'll do the 5 push-ups, the 25 jumping jacks, and the 10 squats. I like that. I like that. Absolutely. Take your time. Give yourself, I would say, 2 minutes rest in between. If you need to take longer, take longer. Okay. There's no stipulation on it, but if you can knock it down, then we're allowing that. We're kind of keeping the workout where the work is going to like really hit us, and you're going to feel it, but it's not going to make you too sore where you can't do it the next time. So we can definitely continue to work on things like this, Joy. I think that you have the right mindset, and I think you've got a fantastic support system with Lindsay, with John. I know Aoife's in on it. I am definitely here. Mr. Nathaniel's here. Everybody that is in this chat on a daily basis is here to support you. So we definitely got something special going, for sure. For sure, for sure. Guys, I think this is the longest chat ever. I think this is our longest chat. We took we're at 3 hours. Lindsay says you may prefer to lay on your back or side and lift legs. That's helpful too. You can also do some certain things. Absolutely. Alternating helps. Yep. Yes, 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 it does. Yes, it is worth it to be here for Joy. Absolutely. I agree. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say there's like a community chat on the channel where I think people can interact with each other. I just need to be able to find it, um, because I think that would be very cool. Welcome back, Sharuk. Thank you for your participation. Yes. How cool? I mean, just how cool is this? How cool is all of this going on? Shruk says total football practice 50 minutes, 15 for warm up, 5 minute break, 25 minutes play, 5 minute warm down. That's it. Okay. Yeah, there is something, Lindsay. So I'm definitely going to find where that is because I think it would be a valuable tool. Do, 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 do. Yeah, yeah, we definitely do all understand. Life happens. Life happens. And it's crazy. I got to go to the doctor, and I also have work after that. So it's going to be a long haul. It's going to be a long haul. I'm looking worse for wear, as Lindsay says. That is okay. But yeah, you're right. Oh, man, and I'm not going to get my nap in today. I'm going to come home. I'm going to come home ready for sleep, but that's okay. That is okay. Like you said, it's worth it to have been on this chat with all of you, and I would do it every day. No questions asked, and that's the goal. That's the goal. The goal is to build this to where we have this as a continued support system, to where it doesn't turn into just sporadic contact. Absolutely, absolutely. Again, this is without hesitation. Lives are on the line. And while I enjoy employment, lives are more important. Lives are definitely more important. And if that means, tell my job, hey, I'll be there. I'll be there, but I'll be a little late. That can happen occasionally. And when it's something important, like somebody feeling the way this young lady's feeling, it's important. Um, and that's just how it should be. John says we will be here. Yes, absolutely agreed. Shrook, what's your max deadlift weight? What's your max deadlift weight, sir? Helvey said, okay, my aunt's gonna bathe him because I'm watching you. Hey, that's always cool. That's cool. Good on your aunt. You always bathe him. Okay, what are we talking about? We were talking about you, ma'am. We were talking about just the need sometimes for little extra attention to things and the people around us. That's what we were talking about. Yes. What is 125 kilograms? Was that about 250 pounds or something? Is that what that comes out to? Will your aunt work out with you, Joy? Will your aunt do anything with you? I know you said your mother's busy at times, but would your aunt do it? I am trying to find where that community button is at. Danny B, homeless. This would be a weird place to be homeless. To be homeless in a home, that's a contradiction. That's a juicy contradiction, like Starburst. How are you today, though? How are you today, Danny B? Danny B, where are you from, Danny B? What do you like doing? Do you enjoy fitness? What do you got going on? Lindsay says, yes, we're also happy she's bathing your baby, bro. Give you a break to do right now. We're here for you, little ma'am. Good on you for the support you have. Healthy says 125 is 275. Shruk says I can do more. It's your average weight. 275 is your average deadlift. Danny B is homeless. Danny B, where are you from? Where are you currently? Lindsay says homeless is my house. Helvy, well, Joy, maybe she will work out. Maybe she just hasn't been asked or introduced to that. So that would be fantastic. Illinois, okay. How long has this been your condition, sir? How long have you been without a place, without residence? Good question. What kind of work do you do, Danny? Joy says, I'm scared she would think I'm calling her fat. Don't be scared. At some point, stop being scared of what other people are going to think. Just explain to her that you need help. Tell her that this is what, hey, Auntie, this is what I want to do. Will you do it with me? I know my mom's too busy with the baby, with work, whatever she's got going. I'm just looking for a workout partner. Um, and go from there. I'm probably glitching. I glitch a lot. I glitch a lot. 6 months, Danny. Sorry to hear that. I've been in your shoes. That's not. It's not a fun place to be. Lindsay says, "Sorry to hear that. I used to live in my car for a few months. It was awesome but brutal. What are your plans for the future, Sir Danny?" Drugs, unfortunately, got me here. I do construction. Well, are you? You'll get back. Well, look, I don't. I'm not pretending to have any answers for what's going on. I just know you from 30 seconds in a chat. But what I can say is consistency, discipline, and support will help. We can provide that. I can't guarantee that push-ups are going to solve all your problems, but it may help you feel better or at least get you back into a mindset. So you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you and all that stuff to get to a place to live. You'll get it. I I believe if you say it, you know that you can do it. So you have support here. We'd love to hear about your progress, hear your story. Even there's no judgment on it. Discipline is key. Thank you all. Absolutely, absolutely, and hopefully something like an introduction to a fitness channel. Clearly, you're here for a reason. It's weird how that works, but the universe doesn't really guide us in places we aren't supposed to be. So hopefully, this is a place that you can continue to come to. Normally, we go at 5:15 a.m., but we've been on this long. So Lindsay says, "I hope so, my dude. Keep at it. Stay as healthy as you can, and uh, get what you're after." Yes, sir, Danny. Indeed, indeed, indeed. How cool is this? Yeah, what a blessing. And Sharuk is trying 132. Keep going, sir. Keep going. My max deadlift, I don't know. I've never tried to max deadlift. So I really couldn't say. Joy says, don't worry, Danny. Coming from an 11-year-old, I think you can get a home. Uh, I don't know what drugs are for. Lindsay says it's okay. You don't have to ask her. LOL, it's awesome. She's giving him that bath. Now you can do you. Yeah, that's true. You don't have to ask your Aunt Joy. You can just go and do it. You can just go and do that for sure. But again, don't worry about other people. You know, if you don't have a workout partner, you do here. You can find us online until there's somebody that you're going to inspire. You will by your transformation, and it might be your aunt, might be your mother, might be your friend. Who knows? Uh, Sharuk says continuity, dedication, hard work, uh, patience to success. Joy says, "Bro, someone is calling." Okay, do you need to answer it? You got to go. Well, it looks like Joy has a call. Danny, you are welcome to subscribe to the channel, man. We'd love to have you. And Lindsay, you and John have been rock stars today. I can't thank you guys enough. Sharuk, you are a rock star as well. Jumping back in and out of the chat. How cool is that? Just, yeah, enjoying this amazing time with everybody. Mr. Burns, as always, in the chat. We had Reluctant stopped through and gave us some great input. Gravity Core Fitness was with us as well. There's so many people. Yeah, Danny. Yeah, I believe this is Danny's first time here. Levi popped in for a moment. Sfedo was here as well. Sharuk says, I learned more and more knowledge in today's live. Thank you so much. It is my pleasure. It is absolutely my pleasure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready to jump out and get ready for this doctor's appointment, have them scan or do whatever it is that they're going to do, go get this day of work, and then we're going to do this again tomorrow. And we're going to enjoy it. Guys, have an amazing day. You have set the tone in such a beautiful way. Um, Lindsay sends hearts. Yes. Today's live is awesome, and have a great day. See you on the next live. Bye, sir. Guys, take all of this wonderful support and pouring for Joy. Make sure you wash some of that over yourselves as well. Make sure that you know that what's possible for her is possible for you. And keep paying that forward to other people who've told you what's possible within you. But the only way this works is if it remains transferable. If we keep pushing that energy around to the next person, it's just hot potato, but it's like a heart instead of a hot potato. Here, 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 here. We're giving it back and forth. We're getting a little, giving a little, giving a little, getting a little, giving a little. So we got this. We got this. And I can't wait. Yes, yes, because we all know what that means. We all know what that is to kind of pull ourselves out of obscurity and build ourselves up. We all know what that means. Oh, and she said she went to the doctor's uh, for her brother, and you checked your size. Okay, cool. Now you have a marker as where to start and what you really want to go after. And start with that simple workout. You mapped it out, you know what you're going to do. I want to hear about that tomorrow or the next time you're in, but hopefully it's tomorrow. So start that, make that promise to yourself right now that you're going to do 7 days in a row. 7 days. Start with 7 days. If you can do 7 days in a row, you can do 10 days. If you can do 10, you can do 14. Whatever it is, we're going to start here. Everything else, hey, I'll see you when I see you sort of thing. Start here. And then start with that person in the mirror. Go with you and make that promise towards yourself to say, I will do this every day, whether you get on the live or not. Whether you get on the live or not, we got you. We got you. We're always here with you, whether you're doing the squats and push-ups in the mirror by yourself, outside next to your baby brother while he's sleeping, we got you. John, I got you. Lindsay, I got you. Sharuk, I got you. Mr. Nathaniel, I got you. Reluctant, I got you. Rory, I got you. Abdul, I got you. We got this. Okay? Guys, have a fantastic day, and I hope this finds everybody. I honestly hope this finds everybody in your place of health and fitness. Total health, mind, body, and soul. Total health. All right? You know where you're at. This, it's not just mine, it's everybody's. This is the Impact Athletics Association. You guys have a fantastic day. Much love to you all.